I'm going to show you how I use Viviva color sheets. These are great to have if you want to paint on the go, if you don't want to have tons of supplies to bring with you or set up. So each set comes with a different variety of colors, and you'll see a block of color that you can activate with just some water. And there's a little bit of a parchment paper so that the colors don't bleed into each other. So I'm going to show you how I like to use the color sheets. I have my watercolor paper. I'm going to grab my paintbrush, and I also have a bowl of water. It's also handy to have a piece of paper towel or a cloth so you can wipe off your paintbrush every time. You can also use a water brush like I'm going to show you here. So you don't really necessarily need a bowl of water, but sometimes it is helpful. And basically what you want to do is you're going to pick a color, and you're going to wet your paintbrush and then kind of swipe it or swirl it onto the block of color. Now, as I pick up some of the color from the color sheet, you're going to see that it's very vibrant, very saturated. That's what I love about these color sheets. So here I'm going to just do a little bit of swatching, and I'm going to dip my paintbrush in the water again to kind of dilute it. I also like to just rinse off my paintbrush, wipe it off too. And here I'm going to show you how I use my water brush. So basically, if I just squeeze the handle of my water brush, water will come out. So I did a little bit, and I'm going to pick up a different color. I think I used the magenta. And I just squeezed a little bit water as I was picking up the color, and you're going to see that it's still just as saturated, as colorful as just using a regular paintbrush and water. Now, sometimes I will just dip it into my water to clean off the brush, or I will just squeeze it so more water come out, and I'll wipe it on the paper towel. You can also blend these colors. So I'm going to go back to the spring set, and I'm going to pick two of the colors. After I did it, I realized maybe I should have picked two different ones because they were kind of close, but I'm going to show you anyway. So I picked up one color, and then I'm going to rinse off my paintbrush, pick another one, and then you can easily blend them together with the paintbrush. Now, sometimes you might not want a dark color like that. You want to lighten it a little bit, dilute it a little bit. So I'm using one of my palettes, and I am going to put a little bit water in one of the sections, and then I'm going to pick up some color from the color sheet, and I'm just going to swirl it into that area that I added some of the water, and I'm just going to add a little bit more water to it to dilute it. So here is the actual color. And then I'm going to show you how I can dilute that color in my palette. Even though you get a great variety of colors, you can also blend colors. So here I'm going to take a yellow from one of the set. I think this is the spring set. I'm going to add that to another section of my palette. And then I'm going to go back to my other original color sheet set and grab a blue, and it's going to make a kind of like a lighter green color. As you can see, it's super easy to use these color sheets and a lot of different ways to use them. If you want to learn more about them or check them out, I'll have the link down below with a promo code. And if you have any questions, just let me know.